Tessa from Mama's Geeky here. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel.
Hello, this is Lori. She's going to ask you a question.
Great. I want to know what you put the tree party in there. Is there any other stuff from the book you just knew you had to include in Go Dog Go?
That's a great question. Well, there's the poodle lady that asked, "Do you like my hat?" Right? So it seems like when you mention this book to people, that's the thing that people remember the most. So I knew that I wanted her to be in the show. And I wanted it to be a lot like it is in the book. She just pops up out of nowhere, asks, "Do you like my hat?" You answer, she moves on. But as episodes go on, we introduce other roles that she has, but it's always pretty hat focused. So that was a fun element to incorporate.
They always say, "No, I do not like your hat." And she always gets a brand new one.
Sometimes she likes it. Sometimes they do like it, but they're honest with her, and she's fine no matter what, because it's she's comfortable with her hats. She likes them all, but she likes to know what other people think too. So
thank you.
She has 1,000 hats.
She does have a lot of hats.
Probably over 2,000.
Potentially, yeah.
Go ahead, honey.
Hi. I realized in some of your other shows you had cameos. Would you like to have one in Go Dog Go?
Oh, you mean doing voices?
Yeah.
I very much enjoy doing voices, and it was always a possibility that I might do them for Go Dog Go. One challenge is that the show was recorded. I did the writing of the show in Los Angeles, and the audio record was all in Toronto, Canada. So it just never timed out for me to be there. And then there's also we just had really good voice actors, so my talents were not needed. We had professionals, but I do, thank you for noticing, because I do enjoy that quite a bit. It would have been fun to do on this show.
Well, maybe if there's a season 2.
Yeah, maybe you could have one in season 2.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything's possible. Thank you for believing.
So this show is one of the few kids shows that I actually sit down and enjoy watching with my kids, because sometimes you know how kids shows can be. So I want to know, how important was it for you to put in aspects that parents would enjoy as well?
Yeah, I would say very important. It's partly thinking about the audience and wanting that experience of I have a 3-year-old and love to watch shows and movies with her. It's just a fun experience that we have together. So I always like the idea that families can enjoy this together. And then beyond that, I guess it's nice to hear some of that comes through, because I think in making the show, it's part of it's just what's fun to make, right? So when you're writing a story together, you want it to make yourself laugh. You want it to make the people you're working with laugh. When Paul Buckley, who writes our music, writes a song, I want it to be a song that we love, genuinely love. And then you have faith and hope that kids are going to like it as well. So it's just part of what makes the process of creating something more fun. And if that translates into families watching together, that's fantastic. That would be great.
Go Dog Go is such a classic book. It's one of the first books I read to my kids. And I want to know, what made you really want to create a show version of this?
Yeah, I mean, I've always liked and appreciated the book as well. And when DreamWorks and WildBrain presented the book and said, "Do you see a show here?" It was a really fun, creative challenge to try to think how this book with all these incongruous, seemingly random elements, but a very specific, funny tone could be a show, because there's no real plot line. There's no like linear, traditional plot line. There's no main cast of characters. So it was a fun challenge to try to maintain that very specific, special tone that the book has, but also invent around that, and invent those main characters and the setting. And dogs. I mean, I like dogs. They're fun, and they seem like they're having fun in the book, and they seem like if they had their own world and their own town or city, it would be a place you'd want to be. So it seemed like a really good starting point for something.
Thank you.
Thanks.